Hey, what's up, guys? Here's the new car. Give a little look-sees. It is a 2013. It has the N18 also. When I pop the hood, I'll go over the modifications list. I just got done polishing it and ceramic coating it, so I hope it looks nice. Unfortunately, I have to use a zoomed out mode on my phone, so if it looks a little distorted, I'm sorry about that, but that's the phone's fault. My plasti dip just came off that top grill piece when I was waxing the car. The tape pulled it off. And it was painter's tape. Rims are a 17x7 RPF1 running a 205 45 R17 tire. It does have 12mm spacers because they're an ET45 offset to run stock. But I have coilovers on, so I need to run spacers to clear them, and I wanted it to get flush. But with the 12, as you see, it's not quite flush, so I'm going to switch to 15mm spacers and drop it a little more. I put in that aftermarket wheel. It has a boost gauge in right now, but I'm going to be getting rid of that because I have an AEM boost gauge along with the wideband, and then it has a multi-gauge up there. It does have a Craven's short speed shifter. I got to replace my hood cable right there. It got a little stretched, so I got to use the pliers to pull it open. But I do have the cable to replace it. Got the cable right here, actually. And here's the boost gauge I'm going to be running. And here's the wideband I'm going to be running. And I even have an extra wideband to throw in it. I just have to order the wire harness for it, which is already ordered, just has to get here. Oh yeah, before we go over that real quick. The lip is just one of those universal eBay lips. I just cut it to fit, screwed it in, got her on. Along with the side flare. But it does have the factory John Cooper Works diverter, along with all the underbody cladding and stuff like that for the Aero. As you see, there's my coilovers right there. Does have the factory Brembos also. Alright, we'll go over the modifications here. As of now, it just has a JB tune box right there, set to max. It's making 23 PSI on a good day. Averages about 20, but it holds it till redline, because I do have a billet KO4 turbo. It has the 9-blade compressor along with the 50mm housing, and that runs to my intake with a 6-inch velocity stack. I have all upgraded intercooler piping from the throttle body all the way down. As you see, even that pipe's been replaced. Down to an Alta intercooler. All that's been replaced. Back on up to the turbo. Obviously it has the flexi dipstick. And I have a catless header, but I'm getting the wideband bung welded into it right now. My buddy's doing that, so as soon as I get that on, I'll throw that on there along with the O2 spacer and run catless downpipe, because it has a resonated NVIDIA exhaust. And I do plan on getting another aluminum CNC aftermarket intake manifold for this car, but I gotta decide, do I want to go short runner again? Because holy shit, that short runner really opened up the top end on this car when I had it on my N14. But yet this thing has awesome down low grunt. So do I want to run the long runner with that? Yeah, I'm not exactly sure yet. Alright, we'll fire it up here. I do have a Need for Speed upgraded timing kit too. I got to put on. I'm just waiting to get some help to get that put on. No tire sensors in the rims, unfortunately. I will make a fooler for them and throw it in the trunk, or if I ever have to get them rebalanced, I'll put them on in there. See the multi-gauge, it reads my coolant temp, my IATs, and my voltage. Boost gauge obviously reads vacuum and boost. Let it warm up for a second here and give her some revs. Runs pretty damn good for having 140,000 miles and hasn't had the timing done yet. I have put a new vacuum pump in though, and as you see the aluminum valve cover, so it's got a new PCV and shit like that with that valve cover. Alright, here I'm gonna pause it for a second, let it warm up, and then we'll do some revs. Alright, here's in the cabin with the doors shut and windows shut and stuff. We'll go give you an outside taste. That's my club bin back there, by the way, which will soon be my daughter's. Alright, we'll go to the front. You can hear kind of how the engine sounds. So there's my R58, guys, and I got a video of it doing a 40 to 105 pull, but don't mind that video. It was running pretty slow in there compared to what it is right now. It needed a massive wastegate adjustment. I adjusted the nut about 3 turns, so it's picking up boost way sooner now. So I'll get an update video on this and we'll get a good run, and you guys will be able to see what this little R58 can put down. And then as soon as I get that timing done, downpipe on, aftermarket intake manifold on, and a custom tune, then we're going to be ready to hit the track with this. So, alright guys, stay safe. Motor on.